What's up, gaming heroes? Today, guys, we are going to level a character from level 70 to level 80 with only mining and herbalism, and we're going to talk about actually how much gold we made during doing this. We didn't do any quests or anything like that, just mining and herbalism gathering only. Now stick around, make sure you subscribe, because we are going to do another version of this where we just do mining in the future, as I'm excited to level up more alts in this way. It's quite fun. As you can see, we are already level 80. I've done the actual work already. Before we get started, I quickly want to show you like what I actually use for tools. So we specifically focused on finesse. So this is what we went for: finesse, finesse, finesse. We even got the enchant for finesse. Same for our mining, finesse. In every option we went for finesse. And yes, and that's what we pretty much did. For potions, we used two potions. We got the Darkmoon Firewater, which increased our deftness and speed of gathering. Then for our second, we used the Vial of True Sight. All right, guys, so I thought I would just do a little bit of flying around and talking to you guys about kind of what I do here when I'm going about kind of making as much gold as possible versus, you know, trying to just get as much experience as possible. So there's two ways you want to do this. You can kind of follow any route you want. This is the route I chose to follow in the end. But I think this route is kind of like really good for money making more so than leveling. But, you know, I had like 5 different routes in the recording of this video. So there's lots of different ways that, you know, can work. It's not just this way. And it's up to you whether you want to make more gold or whether you want to level fast. If you want to level fast using this method, then, you know, you need to stop for absolutely everything. You need to stop for herbs or absolutely everything and just loot absolutely everything you can. If you don't care about fast experience and you just want to make gold, then honestly, it's kind of viable to just stop for ore, because I'm not, no hate on herbalism, but ore sells more gold than herbs, so kind of like, what's the point in focus on one and not the other, right? That's the way I see it anyway. So yeah, that's kind of what I would say you should do if you just want to focus on gold. But as I say, look, this is the camouflaged ore, by the way. So you see how I've used this potion, Vial of True Sight, and it gives me the ability to see camouflage mining ore nodes. You wouldn't be able to see this unless you had that potion on. Like, you physically wouldn't be able to access this ore without that potion. So that's why it's really worth your time just buying that couple of 100 gold potion and just having it available at all times. It's really, really good to do. As for everything else, guys, I mean, if you've got the Darkmoon Firewater on, you can usually like get a node before you're even like stopped. Oh my gosh, am I gonna die? I did. That's the first time I died from that. Wow, how on earth did I die? So the real key here, guys, is to focus on just gold or leveling. If you are going for leveling, just get every single node you see possible. The only ones I skip are easy mine, the exploding ones. Just honestly, if you want to save yourself time, just ignore them. There's no point going for them. And you can increase your speed by going and getting the pact from the spider people. But honestly, I didn't bother with this run at all. You can, there's no harm in it at all. I just didn't do it. That's all. I didn't bother, but by all means, if you want to do that, you can do. There's no pressure not to or anything like that. I know loads of people that do that. And just looking at that, look at that, 2,900 gold. So that's the thing I wanted to complain about, dude. I really wanted to complain about that, because during like my run of doing this, I got hardly any null stones from mining bismuth. It was really annoying. Then when I looked back at the footage, I realized that loads and loads and loads of the nodes that I was getting wasn't even like bismuth. It was loads of acarite. It was loads of herbs. So when I went back over it later, I just decided to only go. That is so lucky. Did I just have like a null lotus, an imperfect null stone, and a null stone? Like 3 nodes in a row. That's lucky. Anyway, so I noticed that I just wasn't getting much bismuth because I was like focusing on everything, and my leveling was fast as a result of that. I did the 70 to 80 in like 7 hours or so, about 7 hours, which is really good considering all I was doing was mining. It might be a slightly more than 7 hours, but it was about that much footage I had, and I recorded pretty much everything. I think there was like a couple of like 10-15 minute sessions I forgot to hit record immediately, but there wasn't much. Oh my gosh, look how much. That is crazy. 9 gold level Myco Bloom. Don't mind if I diddly do, my friend. Yeah, so it turns out if I just record and talk to you guys, I just get ridiculously lucky. What is this? At level 80, do you just get way more? Is that what's going on? At level 80, do I just get way more of these, like, null stones? Because at the moment, I am getting freaking crazy amounts of null stones, dude. Like, versus when I was doing this as leveling, that is insane. At level 70 to 80, I was, like, really struggling to find null stones, and now suddenly they're everywhere. I can't get them to stop dropping. we'll have to try it out. Although, to be fair, my other druid, who's also got Mining Herbalism, doesn't get nearly as many null stones as this, so I don't think it is that. I just thought this could be a fun experiment either way. So there's some tips. Make sure you get your camouflage on, your Violet True Sight potion, and then obviously make sure that you get your Darkmoon Firewater on. Now here we go. We're gonna mine this. See this? Okay, so that takes quite a while, but if we put that Darkmoon Firewater on, it's super fast. Boom, just like that. Love to see it. Oh, bismuth. So there is something to be said about trying this route where you only stop for bismuth. That's the only thing you stop for. If you really want to make a lot of gold, you could do it like that. And because I've got like the specialization where I've only got like bismuth at the moment, I haven't got acrite. There is kind of like an argument there to say if I want to get as much nullstone as possible, I should really only stop for bismuth, and that was going to like hopefully increase the amount of gold I make. But who really knows, to be honest? Who really knows? I think with this thing, you just have to give it a go. Now, I haven't tried yet doing it with war mode on. I'm kind of curious to see what it'd be like, but I imagine there's a few trolls out there who would like probably make use of killing people with war mode on. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it could be fun to try it. Maybe I'll try that with the next one. I don't know yet. As for my specialization builds, they aren't the best. They're pretty good, but I think there's room for improvement going forward. First, I focused on the mining fundamentals right here. This is what I specifically focused on, so I could mine while mounted. Then I went into plethora of ore, and we put 5 points into plethora of ore to unlock this, and then we went to maximum on the bismuth. So we maxed out this, and the reason we want to max this out is because the null stones are worth a lot of gold. They're like 2,800 to 3,000 gold right now. I'm sure they're going to keep going down, but in the meantime, I want to make use of that, so we specifically targeted that. Once we got that, we then maxed this all the way out. Then we started working on aquarite. This is where I think I messed up, because I think I'd prefer to instead just ignore aquarite and go straight for rich deposits instead, as this I just think is going to make us more gold in the long run if we specifically target bismuth. I might try and do that maybe on the mining only challenge next. Okay, guys? So yeah, we completely ignored mastering the elements because it's trash. Apart from that, it was a good fun. Okie dokie, guys, here we go. In total, we made 190,000 gold on just this character, and it took like 2 or 3 days of doing. And in total, we sold 5,616 items for 190,905 gold. Boom, bang, ping, baby! As always, I highly suggest getting the weak aura, which we've got a video on my channel. If you subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and then look through my channel, you will find that video. Massively useful. If you want to get any of the routes that I built during this video, or anything like that, then check out GamingHero.io. Gaming Hero is an awesome World of Warcraft gold guides website. We've been around the longest. There's lots of like other websites popping up right now, and they're great in their own thing, but Gaming Hero is the original. We've got over 300 guides, guys, and I worked really hard on the site along with my team of writers. We have worked our butts off, and we've got tons of routes and things like this for you to check out. I work my absolute heart and soul off to make this website as good as I can for you, so feel free to make use of it. There's loads of free guides. Encourage you to check those out, and there's loads of member guides as well, which I also encourage you to check that out. If you use code ERO, you get a cheeky discount. Why not? Jump in. I'll see you there. This is Erosium out, and I'll see you in the next video.